Mangalakaram Yaktam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Ajnanati Mirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurum Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Stavaram Jangamam Vyaktam Yad Kichit Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Bhavaji Vyapi Yat Sarvam Trilokyam Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sarvashruti Shiroratna Virajita Padambuja Vedantam Bhuja Suryoya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Chaitanya Shashvata Shanto Yomatito Niranjana Bindunatra Kalakita Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Jnana Shakti Samaruda Tattvamala Vibhushita Bhukti Mukti Pradata Cha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sampraptam Karma Bandha Vidayine Atma Jnana Pradhanena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shoshanam Bhava Sindhoscha Napanam Sarasampada Guru Padodakam Samyak Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Na Guru Radhikam Tattvam Na Guru Radhikam Tapaha Tattva Jnana Param Nasti Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Manata Shri Jagannatha Mat Guru Shri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Guru Radhiranadisha Guru Paramadevatam Guru Parantaram Nasti Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Vidyadravinam Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Guru Narayana 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 Swami Vishwananda 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 Narayana Narayana Guru Narayana Guru Narayana Guru Narayana 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 Jai Gurudeva Satgurudeva Jai Gurudeva Namo Namah 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 Jai Sri Swami Vishwananda Gurudeva Satgurudeva Jai Sri Swami Vishwananda Satgurudeva Gurudeva Jai Sri Swami Vishwananda Gurudeva Satgurudeva Jai Sri Swami Vishwananda Gurudeva Satgurudeva Jai Gurudeva Satgurudeva Jai Gurudeva Namo Namah 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 Guru Narayana Swami Narayana Guru Narayana 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 Guru Narayana 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 Guru Narayana 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 Guru Narayana 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 Swami Narayana 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 Swami Narayana 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 Swami Narayana 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 Guru Narayana 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 Om Dharashisaya Namah Om Vishamaya Namah Om Devakaya Samuditaya Namah Om Sushmatanave Namah Om Shrimaya Namah Om Guru Murtaye Namah Om Sundaraya Namah Om Sulochanaya Namah Om Sumukaya Namah Om Charuvasaya Namah Om Keshavaya Namah Om Padmabhujaya Namah Om Mandagamanaya Namah Om Charambharadharine Namah Om Ramaya Namah Om Mandirastapakaya Namah Om Shriddhi Bhavarchakaya Namah Om Gayatri Ajvane Namah Om Arpanasvikarakaya Namah Om Vishnu Pujakaya Namah Om Namo Narayanayeeti Mantrapasakaya Namaha. Om Swaramayaya Namaha. Om Madhurakantaya Namaha. Om Krishna Sankirtanarulupaya Namaha. Om Stotra Priyaya Namaha. Om Mitabhashine Namaha. Om Bhagmine Namaha. Om Chitrakala Vishwaradaya Namaha. Om Vratadaraya Namaha. Om Sadave Namaha. Om Jagatpantaya Namaha. Om Sarvalokahitaya Namaha. Om Bhakta Priyaya Namaha. Om Surdaya Namaha. Om Anukulaya Namaha. Om Neyaya Namaha. Om Sudarshanaya Namaha. Om Bhaktavatsalaya Namaha. Om Premamurtaye Namaha. Om Suvikshanaya Namaha. Om Pridivardhanaya Namaha. Om Swastidayakaya Namaha. Om Tarakaya Namaha. Om Anugrahaya Namaha. Om Vardhanaya Namaha. Om Architaya Namaha. Om Artaya Namaha. Om Siddhipradaya Namaha. Om Janardhanaya Namaha. Om Manoharaya Namaha. Om Mahashaya Namaha. Om Siddheshwaraya Namaha. Om Bhasmabhushitaya Namaha. Om Atmalingaya Namaha. Om Lingachana Protsakaya Namaha. Om Siddhisadanaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. Om Omkarupasakaya Namaha. Om Sukshmaya Namaha. Om Vishokaya Namaha. Om Satvikaya Namaha. Om Samadarshine Namaha. Om Dakshaya Namaha. Om Achityaya Namaha. Om Nirakharaya Namaha. Om Nirmohaya Namaha. Om Avyagraya Namaha. Om Chitakrodaya Namaha. Om Vinayashilaya Namaha. Om Svavashaya Namaha. Om Kushalaya Namaha. Om Shamaya Namaha. Om Satyadharmaya Namaha. Om Nirvikalpaya Namaha. Om Viraktaya Namaha. Om Atindraya Namaha. Om Satyasandaya Namaha. Om Pavitraya Namaha. Om Madhurasvabhavaya Namaha. Om Suranandaya Namaha. Om Nandanaya Namaha. Om Prasanatmane Namaha. Om Bhaktanidaye Namaha. Om Sakshaye Namaha. Om Samatmaye Namaha. Om Sadayogine Namaha. Om Maraye Namaha. Om Sutapaya Namaha. Om Samyaya Namaha. Om Guyaya Namaha. Om Vimuktatmaya Namaha. Om Gabiraya Namaha. Om Guptaya Namaha. Om Atmaramaya Namaha. Om Srinivasaya Namaha. Om Devaya Namaha. Om Jyotidaraya Namaha. Om Danyaya Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Duratikramaya Namaha. Om Gahanaya Namaha. Om Bhagavate Namaha. Om Harisharnamargadashakaya Namaha. Om Kutasachartakaya Namaha. Om Aviprayaya Namaha. Om Sarvamatasamadhyaya Namaha. Om Shamaykaramavarnakaya Namaha. Om Premavara Shri Vishwananda Swami Namaha. Atto Deva Avantuno Yato Vishnur Vichakrame Pradivya Sapta Dhamabhim Idam Vishnur Vichakrame Tredani Date Panam Samodamasya Bhagum Sure Trini Pada Vishakrame Vishnur Gopa Adabhya Ato Dharmani Dharayane Vishnu Karmani Pashyatayato Vratani Paspase Indrasya Yujasaka Tad Vishnu Paramam Padagum Sada Pashanti Surya Divi Vachakshuratatam Tad Vipraso Vipanyavo Jagruvagum Sasamindate Vishnuryat Paramam Padam. Premavataraya Vidmaye Sadgurudevaya Dhimai Tanno Vishwananda Prachodayate Om Premavataraya विद्महे सद्गुरुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विश्वनन्द प्रचोदयात्। ॐ प्रेमवतराय विद्महे सद्गुरुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विश्वनन्द प्रचोदयात्। वक्रतुंडा महाकाया सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्।
Krishna Vishnu Madhusudana Keitavare Narayana Achyuta Trivikrama Chakrapane Deityadi Sarjadara Shridhara Vasudeva Gopala Krishna Hare Tava Suprabhatam Shri Rukmini Javavanaza Hare Murare Radesha Gopisha Surupra Brahmadi Vandya Shri Dvarakasya Vaikuntha Pate Bhuvaneka Murte Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Meena Krute Kamatarupa Varaha Murte Trevikramaya Guane Bru Rama Rama Shri Rama Krishna Yadunandana Kalki Rupa Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Govinda Madhava Mukunda Paratparesha Damodaratsa Dharananda Kadari Shori Gopa Gopijana Sambrita Dina Bando Gopijana Priyaraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Radhi Shai Bhujagadi Patal Pashai Sadbhaktar Sadana Shai Ramanga Shai Shri Gopavama Mrudutalpa Sukhadi Shai Gopa Vallabharaye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Kashyapatra Sukhanarada Gotamadi Brahmarshi Sangamani Sangava Bharatesho Dishtanti Devatava Darshana Bhagya Heto Gopala Sekhararaye Tava Suprabhatam Mandara Jani Tulasi Dalamalikaadyahe Malyani Anjali Pute Samudaharanti Tishtanti Tvatbhavata Dharatale Munindraha Radha Manohararaye Tava Suprabhatam Vedatrayam Patati Gotamakana Guyaha Gayanti Sadguna Gano Varada Savargaha Sankirtayanti Tavanama Kada Visheshaha Shri Naradadi Rishaya Tava Suprabhatam Govardhanodharana Gopa Kishora Gopa Gopi Janamrita Suvesha Bhavadipota Trilokya Mohana Sumangala Divya Deha Shri Rukminisha Varada Tava Suprabhatam Shivatsachina Sharanagata Parijata Bhaktarti Vanchana Kripa Karadina Bandho Dityanta Gayati Jana Priya Divya Rupa Shri Nanda Gopatanaya Tava Suprabhatam Padmaksha Padma Mukha Padma Dara Prameya Padmalayasya Rita Padma Nivasa Shuri Padmodbhavati Surasevita Pada Padma Padmadinata Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Vrindatare Viharanaya Mahendra Vandya Kandarpa Darpa Haratinya Sudesha Rupa Chandrananaya Siddha Chandana Lipna Deha Govinda Yadavaye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Nanda Nandana Yashoda Kumara Dira Ayanga Dina Darishona Supushpahara Nilam Budashi Sharira Rama Vihara Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Vaishya Janvavati Satya Suganti Bhadra Shri Vidravindra Nivasa Prabhu Putrika Jahe Ishtanti Divya Vavameta Vasevanardan Gopi Mana Priyare Tava Suprabhata Shri Krishna Achyuta Ananta Mukunda Shori Radha Manohara Janardana Chakrapane Namani Divya Munayurna Nishambhadanti Brahmi Muhurta Samaye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Krishna Suprabhatam Ye Patanti Harnisham Buri Kritan Mahapapan Shri Krishna Grahe Tukam
Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karana Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Chintamani Prakara Sadma Sukalpa Vriksha Laksha Vritesu Surabhira Vipalayantam Lakshmi Sastra Shata Sambrama Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Dalaya Taksham Varavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandarpa Kodika Maniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Lola Chandra Kala Sadvana Malya Vamshi Ratnangadam Pranaya Keli Kala Vilasam Shamantri Bangalalitam Niyata Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Angani Asya Sakalendriya Vrittimanti Pasyanti Panti Kalayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadujvala Vigrasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Anantarupa Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanam Cha Vedeshu Durlabham Adurlabham Atma Bhakto Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami पन्तस्तु कोटिशतवत्सरसम्प्रगाम्यो वायोरतापि मनसो मुनिपुङ्गवान् सोऽप्यस्ति यत्प्रपदसिन्यविचिन्त्य तत्त्वे गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि एकोऽप्यसुरचयतुं जगनन्दकोटि चक्तिरस्ति जगनन्दचयाय दन्त आनन्तरस्तपरमानुचयन्तरस्त गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि यद्भावभावितधियो मनुजस्ततेव सम्प्राप्य रूपमहिमासनयानभूषा शुक्तेर्य एव निगमा प्रतितस्तुवन्ति गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि आनन्दचिन्मयरसप्रतिभाविताभिः ताभिर्य एव निजरूपतया कलाभिः गोलोक एव निवसाद्य किलात्मभूतो गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि
प्रेमाञ्जनचुरितभक्तिविलोचनेन सन्ताः सदैव हृदेषु विलोकयन्ति यं श्यामसुन्दरमचिन्त्य गुणास्वरूपं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि नामादिमूर्तिषु कलानि यमेन तिष्ठन् नानावतारमकरोद्भुवनेषु किन्तु कृष्णः स्वयं समभवत्परमाभिमन्यो
गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि
यस्य प्रभावतो जगदन्तकोटि
कोटिष्वशेषवसुधातिविभूतिभिः तद्ब्रह्मनिष्कलमनन्तमशेषभूता गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि मायायि अस्य जगनन्दशतानि सुते त्रैगुण्यताद्विषयवेदवितायमाना सत्त्वावलम्बि परसत्त्वविशुद्धसत्त्वा गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि आनन्दचिन्मयरसत्मतया मनस्सु यः प्राणिनः प्रतिफलं स्मरतामुपेत्य लीलायितेन भुवनानि जयात्यजस्रम् गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोलोकनाम्नि निजदम्मितले च तस्य देवी महेशारि धामसुते सुतेषु ते ते प्रभावनिचया वीतश्च येन गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि सृष्टिस्थितिप्रलयसाधनशक्तिरेका च एव यस्य भुवनानि बिभर्ति दुर्गा इच्छानुरूपमपि यस्य च चेष्टते सा गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि क्षीरं यथा तद्विकारविशेषयोगा सञ्जायते न तथा पृथक् अस्ति एतो यः सम्भुतमपि ततः समुपेति कार्या गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि दीपर्चिरे वैदशन्तरमाभ्युपेत्य दीपायते विवृतयेतु समानधर्म यस्ताद्रि एव चिन्मया विभाति गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमां भजामि यः कारणान्मर्तले भजति स्म योगा
गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं bhajami, Govindamadipurusham tamaham bhajami.
Yasyeka nishvasita kalamatavalambya Jivanti loma bilaja jaganandhanata Vishnurmahastaya yasya kala vishesha Govindamadipurusham tamam bhajami Govindamadipurusham tamam bhajami Pasvanyatashmashakalesha nijesha teja Sviyam kiyatra kayatya pitadvahatra Brahmaya Esha Jagananda Vidana Karta Govindamadipurusham tamam bhajami Govindamadipurusham tamam bhajami Yatpada palavayugam vinidaya kumbha Gamve pranama samaye saganati raja Vignam viantu malamasya jagatrayasya Govindamadipurusham tamam bhajami Govindamadipurusham tamam bhajami Agnirmaye gaganamambu marudishashta Kalastatatma manasiti jagatrayani Yasmatravanti vibhavanti vishanti yamcha Govindamadipurusham tamam bhajami Govindamadipurusham tamam bhajami Yachakshuresha savitasta kalagrahana Rajasamasta suramurti rasesha teja Yasyajnaya brahmati samrita kala chakro Govindamadipurusham tamam bhajami Govindamadipurusham tamam bhajami Dharmo tapapani chayasrutayastapamsi Brahmadikita patagavadayascha jiva Yadatta matra vibhava prakata prabhava Govindamadipurusham tamam bhajami Govindamadipurusham tamam bhajami Yasindra gopamatavendra haosa karma Karma atanoti Karmani nirdahati kintu cha bhakti bhajam Govindamadipurusham tamam bhajami Govindamadipurusham tamam bhajami Yam krodha kama sahaja pranayata bhiti Vatsalya moha guru gaurava sevya bhavahe Sanchitya tasya sadishim tanuma purete Govindamadipurusham tamam bhajami Govindamadipurusham tamam bhajami Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karana Govindamadipurusham tamam bhajami Govindamadipurusham tamam bhajami.
Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Gurudev, everyone. Good morning. So today's verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam is from Canto 8, Chapter 3, and it's verse 14. Sarvendriya gunadastrim sarva pratyaya hetave asatachaya yuktaya sadabhasaya te namaha. Which means, my Lord, you are the observer of all the objectives of the senses. Without your mercy, there is no possibility of solving the problem of doubts. The material world is just like a shadow resembling you. Indeed, one accepts this material world as real because it gives a glimpse of your existence. So I chose this verse today because I wanted to speak about how dependent we find ourselves to be on the Lord and how helpless we ultimately are. So one of the main examples in the Srimad Bhagavatam is the story of Gajendra. So these words are spoken by Gajendra when he's praying to the Lord after being freed. So we have heard the story of Gajendra multiple times, but so to make it short, Gajendra was the king of the elephants, and because he was the king, he had everything that this material world can give. So he had many wives, many children, many friends, he had all the power of the world. And one day he's walking with his clan in the forest, and they decide to take a dip into the lake, like elephants usually do. And so Gajendra sees a lotus flower on this lake, and he wants to gift this lotus flower to one of his wives. And he gets so distracted by this that he is caught by a crocodile. So Gajendra fights to free himself, but he can. And at this point, he looks at all his wives, all his children, all the family and friends, and he realizes that none of them can help him, like he's alone. And so he turns to the one that can actually free him, which is the Lord himself. And so he calls upon him so sincerely that the Lord Narayana comes in Garuda to free him and grants him moksha. That's why this story is called Gajendra Moksha. So Gajendra goes into the lake in the first place because he's concerned for his material possessions. He wants to please one of his wives. But how quickly all of that is taken away from him in just a moment. And the same for us. We are so engaged into this material reality that we don't realize how everything one day will be gone very quickly. Even the closest thing that we have to us, this material body, one day will perish. So Gajendra says on this verse, the material world is just like a shadow resembling you. In the same way in the Gita, in chapter 10, Krishna says that whenever something of this world displays splendor, beauty, or power, it comes only from a part of his potency. So whenever we feel attracted to something of this world, we just do so because, like the verse said, it reminds us of him. And all of this is just a part of his potency, of what he can give us. So of course it's part of our human nature to enjoy this reality and to look for happiness on it. But as devotees, we have come to realize through our experiences that this happiness can only be found in the only thing that cannot be taken away from us, which is the relationship that we have with the Lord. But until we come to this point, we all had this sort of experiences that make us in a sort of situation like Gajendra is, where we find ourselves helpless and dependent completely on him. But sometimes we are enjoying the lake so much, like Gajendra, that we don't realize that the crocodile is there, and the crocodile is pulling us more and more down, because this crocodile symbolizes Maya. And so the job of the guru is to come and remind us, look, I know you are enjoying the lake very much, but the crocodile is still there, and he's trying to pull you down. So for me in the past, this crocodile, this Maya, would always come in the form of romantic relationships. So I used to get so much engaged into relationships that I used to forget about everything else. So some years ago, I got into a relationship, and I already knew Guruji. And I got so attached and so involved that at some point I completely forget Guruji. I start to prioritize Guruji at some point. And I got so eluded by this idea that I could grow into this relationship towards God. But this is not something so realistic when you are with someone that doesn't share the same path as you. But this illusion was very strong because this human sense of love, this material sense of love, gave me a glimpse of what the divine love could be. And so I was really engaged into it. Like Gajendra says on the verse, indeed one accepts this material world because it gives a glimpse of his existence. But eventually it all feels very unfulfilling. So at some point, I got so distracted that I started to delay my practices, and at some point I even left them. I left even some of my core beliefs. I left the local Sangha back at the time. And in a sense, I left Guruji. And he came to give Darshan in Lisbon, and I was so disconnected from him that I even considered not going. But still I went. And when I was in front of him, I felt so ashamed that all I could say in my mind was, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm being so foolish. I'm sorry that I'm placing everything else as a priority except you. And when I came back to my place, I was meditating on Guruji, and clearly I heard this voice saying to me, coming from him, I'm not sad with you because you chose to leave me. I'm sad with you because you thought that I would leave, even though despite you chose to do it. No. So he was showing me clearly that I am the one that will never leave you, even if you choose to do so. And it's the same with Gajendra. No, this is how merciful he can be. He's always there to remind us, look, the crocodile is still there. He's always there waiting for us to call upon him sincerely like Gajendra did. So it's our choice. Either we get this sincerity from the heart to call upon him and we realize how helpless we are, or we can choose to still continue to enjoy the lake. So Guruji said very clearly the other day that we are alone. And this is indeed a very scary thing to hear. No? Just like Gajendra, he looks at all his family, all his friends, and he realizes that he is alone. No one can do anything from him. And yesterday Guruji said that our heart has only one place, and that place is designed for the Lord specifically. So Yogananda has this quote that he says that we will cry in loneliness again and again until we realize that the only reality that there is God, and that nothing can be complete without him. So to think that we are separate from him is also an illusion. I remember in Vrindavan once, Satyanarayan Das Babaji shared a story about this. He told a story about an old man that during COVID time, he got admitted into the hospital and he was put to breathe with the help of a ventilator. So he was in the hospital for 3 days, and then the doctor came to him with a bill, and it was a bill of some $1,000. And so the old man started to cry. And the doctor said, "Oh, no, it's okay, don't cry, please. You can pay in multiple installments." And the man said, "No, I'm not crying because of the money. I can pay and I will pay for it. I'm crying because I realized how much I am in debt to God. I have been breathing all my life, and here I'm just here for 3 days, and now I have this $1,000 bill to pay. I'm not crying because of this. I'm crying because I've been breathing all my life, and God has been merciful enough not to send the bill." So this is a very beautiful thing, no? So nobody is really independent from God because we are part of him. No? He states that in the Gita also. Mamevam sho jiva loke. No? We are an eternal fragment of him. And we don't need to think much to realize how dependent we are from him. If we think of our own body, how much of it do we really control? Like how much of our breath do we really control? Like our heart keeps beating, there's blood running in our veins. Food is being digested without us having nothing to do with it. No, the nutrients and the vitamins go exactly where they have to be, and we have no control over this. Like no sort of control. It just happens naturally. Every night we go to sleep, we don't know if we're going to wake up the next day. No, we can't control when we fall asleep. We can't control when we wake up. It's all in his control. So we need to acknowledge that we are not the ones that are controlling everything. So to conclude, a few months ago I was talking to Guruji about my health situation, and at some point he looked at me and he asked, "How much do you love Krishna?" And it's one of those questions that your Guru asks and you don't really know what to say. So I just said, "Very much, Guruji." And he said, "Then you should know that he holds life and death on his hands." And so by saying this, Guruji was putting me in a situation like Gajendra, where I realized God has life and death in his hands and he can do whatever he wants with it. So I realized I was completely helpless. No? But of course we need to do our part. No? When we try to be independent from the Lord, it's like a hand that is trying to be independent from the rest of the body. Because if we cut the hand from the rest of the body, the hand has no purpose. No. So we still have to do our part. No, the hand still has to move in order to fulfill its purpose, connecting to the rest of the body. So there is a part of the Srimad Bhagavatam, very beautiful one, that states that this head, even if it's adorned with a beautiful turban, it's like a heavy burden if it doesn't bow down at the lotus feet of the Lord. These hands, even if they are adorned with beautiful bracelets, if they are not engaged in service, they are completely useless. Like also the legs that don't walk to the holy places of pilgrimage are like the trunks of a tree. The nose that doesn't get to smell the tulsi from the feet of the Lord is like the nose that is part of a dead body that is dead but still breathes. The eyes that don't see the image of the Lord continuously are like those sort of eyes that are on the peacock feathers. No, they are useless. And the heart that doesn't cry in ecstasy while hearing the divine names, it's like a heart made of steel. So we see how everything that is part of our body is completely useless if it's not used into the service of the Lord. No, this is the purpose for our existence. Govinda. So the more we acknowledge this dependency, also the more we will be able to realize what God and what the Guru want from us. Because like Gajendra, he's always there. He's like he was for Gajendra, he's always there waiting for us to call upon him. We just need this, again, this sincerity from the heart, and he's ever ready to come. So I would just like to read the verse again because I think it summarizes everything. Gajendra says, "My Lord, you are the observer of all the objectives of the senses. Without your mercy, there is no possibility of solving the problem of doubt. The material world is just like a shadow resembling you. Indeed, one accepts this material world as real because it gives a glimpse of your existence." Jai Gurudev.
Hare Narsimho Hridaye Narsimho
hridaye nasimho
Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho
Nasimha madim sharanam prapadye
Narasimhadim Sharanam Prapadye
Nasimha madim sharanam prapadye
Narasimhadim Sharanam Prapadye
Tava kara kamalavare nakamadbhuta stringa Dalita hiranyakashipu tanubringa Keshavadrita narahari rupa jagadisha hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare
Avakara Kamalavare Nakamadbhuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringa Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare
Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare
Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare
Jaya Nasimhadev 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 Jaya Nasimhadev
Jaya Narsimhadev Narsimhadev Narsingadev Jaya Narsingadev
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Swarupa Jaya Prahlad Maharaj
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Swarupa Jaya Prahlad Maharaj
Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev
Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev
Shri Vishwananda Gurudev 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 Shri Vishwananda Gurudev
Vishwananda Gurudev 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 Shri Vishwananda Gurudev
Shri Vishwananda Gurudev 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 Shri Vishwananda Gurudev
Vishwananda Gurudev 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 Shri Vishwananda Gurudev
Gurudev Gurudev Gurudev Shri Vishwananda Gurudev Jai Jai Ma, Jai Jai Ma,
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 Jai Jai Ma,
Ma, Jai Jai Ma,
Jai Jai Ma, Jai Jai Ma,
Jai Jai Ma, Jai Jai Ma. मेरे मन के अंधतमस में ज्योतिर्मय उतरो।
Jai Jai Ma, Jai Jai Ma,
जय जय माँ, जय जय माँ,
Jai Jai Ma, Jai Jai Ma,
जय जय माँ, जय जय माँ,
Jai Jai Ma, Jai Jai Ma,
जय जय माँ, जय जय माँ।
कहा यह देवों का नंदन,
कहा यहाँ देवों का नंदन,
कहा यह देवों का नंदन,
कहा यहाँ देवों का नंदन,
मालिया चलका अभिनव चंदन,
मलिया कलचा अभिनव चंदन,
मालिया चलका अभिनव चंदन,
मलिया कलचा अभिनव चंदन।
मेरे उर के उजरे वन करुणा कर विचारो, मेरे मन के अंधतमस में ज्योतिर्मय उतरो। जय जय माँ, 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 जय जय माँ,
जय जय माँ, जय जय माँ। नहीं कहीं कुछ मुझ में सुंदर, नहीं कहीं कुछ मुझ में सुंदर,
नहीं कहे कुछ मुझ में सुंदर,
नहीं कहीं कुछ मुझ में सुंदर।
खजाल से काला के अंतर,
खजाल से काला के अंतर, प्राण के गहरे में
ममतामयी विचरो, मेरे मन के अंधतमस में ज्योतिर्मय उतरो। जय जय माँ,
जय माँ,
जय जय माँ, जय जय माँ, जय जय माँ, जय जय माँ, जय जय माँ, जय जय माँ, जय जय माँ, जय जय माँ, जय जय माँ, जय जय माँ, जय जय माँ, जय जय माँ, जय जय माँ,
जय जय माँ,
जय जय माँ।
वरदे
वरदे वरदे वरदे
वरदे वरदे
वरदे वरदे।
जय जय माँ, जय जय माँ,
जय जय माँ, जय जय माँ,
जय जय माँ, जय जय माँ,
जय जय माँ, जय जय माँ।
ओ वरदे
वरदे
वरदे वरदे वरदे
वरदे वरदे वरदे वरदे वरदे वरदे
Varade, 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 Veenavadini Varade, 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 Veenavadini Varade, Jai Jai Ma, 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 Nirmala mana karade, Nirmala mana karade, Prema tula karade, Nirmala mana karade, Prema tula karade, Nirmala mana karade, Prema tula karade, सबकी समतमति हो, ऐसा हमको वरदे, 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 वीणावादिनी वरदे, 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 वीणावादिनी वरदे, जय जय माँ, 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 सत्यमयी तू है, ज्ञानमयी तू है, सत्यमयी तू है, ज्ञानमयी तू है, प्रेममयी भी तू है, हम बच्चों को वरदे, 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 वीणावादिनी वरदे, 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 वीणावादिनी वरदे, जय जय माँ, 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 सरस्वती भी तू है, महालक्ष्मी तू है, 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 महाकाली भी तू है, हम भक्तों को वरदे, 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 वीणावादिनी वरदे, 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 वीणावादिनी वरदे, जय जय माँ, 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 जय
Jai Jai Ma, Jai Jai Ma.
Varade, 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 Varade. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala Me. Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala Me. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala Me. Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala Me. Yatindraya Karunakaraya, Mangala Mangala Me. Yatindraya Karunakaraya, Mangala Mangala Me. Prapatidar me Karataya, Mangala Mangala Me. Prapatidar me Karataya, Mangala Mangala Me. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala Me. Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala Me. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala Me. Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala Me. Shaligrama Pratisthitaya, Mangala Mangala Me. Shaligrama Pratisthitaya, Mangala Mangala Me. Tridandadarini Godagrajaya, Mangala Mangala Me. Tridandadarini Godagrajaya, Mangala Mangala Me. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala Me. Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala Me. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala Me. Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala Me. Range Sakhe Karyarataya, Mangala Mangala Me. Range Sakhe Karyarataya, Mangala Mangala Me. Mananataya Darini Daraya, Mangala Mangala Me. Mananataya Darini Daraya, Mangala Mangala Me. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala Me. Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala Me. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala Me. Yatiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala Mangala Me. Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Swami Jai Jagadish Hare. भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। जो वे फल पावे दुख बिन से मन का, स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का। सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, काष्ठ मिटे तन का। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। माता पिता तुम मेरे शरण गौ में किसकी, स्वामी शरण गौ में किसकी। तुम बिना और न दूजा, तुम बिना और न दूजा, आस करूं मैं जिसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा, तुम अंतरयामी, स्वामी तुम अंतरयामी। पर ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, पर ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, तुम सबके स्वामी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम करुणा के सागर, तुम पालन करता, स्वामी तुम पालन करता। मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी, मैं सेवक तुम स्वामी, कृपा करो भरता। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम ओ एका गोचर, सबके प्राणपति, स्वामी सबके प्राणपति। Kisa vidi milon dayamaya, kisa vidi milon kripamaya, tumako me kumati. Om Jayo Jagadisha Hare, Dina Bandhu Dukha Harta, Tumara Shaka Mere, O Swami Tumara Shaka Mere, Karuna Hata Badao, Karuna Hata Badao, Sharana Pada Tere, Om Jayo Jagadisha Hare, Vishaya Vikaramitao, Paparo Deva, Swami Paparo Deva, Shraddha Bhakti Badao, Shraddha Prema Badao, Santana Ki Seva, Onde Jagadisha Hare, Kana Mana Dana Sabha Etera, Swami Sabha Kucha Etera, Swami Sabha Kucha Etera, Tera tujhe ko arpana, tera tujhe ko arpana, kya lage mera. Om Jai Jagadisha Hare, Om Jai Jagadisha Hare, Swami Jai Jagadisha Hare. Bhakta janon ke sangata, dasa janon ke sangata, chana me dura kare. Om Jai Jagadisha Hare, Mane chakare rakho ji, Giridhari Lala chakare rakho ji, Giridhari Lala chakare rakho ji, Giridhari Lala chakare rakho ji, Mane chakare rakho ji, Giridhari Lala chakare rakho ji, Giridhari Lala chakare rakho ji, Giridhari Lala chakare rakho ji. Chakare rakho, chakare rakho, chakare rakho ji. Chakare rakho, chakare rakho, chakare rakho ji. Mate chakare rakho ji. Giridhari Lala chakare rakho ji. Shama Mane chakare rakho ji. Giridhari Lala chakare rakho ji. Govinda Mane chakare rakho ji. Giridhari Lala chakare rakho ji. Giridhari Lala chakare rakho ji. Giridhari Lala chakare rakho ji. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva, tvameva bandhusta sakha tvameva, tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva, tvameva sarvam mama deva deva, tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Govinda. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma mritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Sri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om. Bolo Lakshmi Narayana Bhagavan ki, Sri Bhutabhrteshwarnath Mandir ki, Sri Radha Krishna Kanhaiya Lal ki, Bhavatar Kriya Babaji ki, Sri Ramanujacharya ki, Jagadambe Mata ki, Prince Bolo Satgurudeva Sri Swami Vishwananda Mahaprabhu ki Jai. Krishnaya Govindaya Gopijana Vallabhaya Paraya Paramam Purushaya Parakarma Mantra Yanta Tantra Ushadastra Shastrani Samaras Samaram Mrityu Muchaya Muchaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Masudashane Dipte Jala Paritaya Sarvadik Shubhana Umpat Parasme Parabrahmane Paranjyotishe Swaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe, Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Sham वेंकटरमण गोविंदा गोपिका जीवन स्मरणम गोविंदा भक्त वत्सला गोविंदा 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 पुंडलीक वरदे एकनाथ नामदेव पंढरीनाथ महाराज की समस्त भक्त मंडली की आल्वारिम पेरुमनार तिरुवदिकलये शरणम